So I've been thinking, and I just don't have anything to talk about. So I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, this is a battle against, you know." So yeah, hey, this is a battle against someone for an Ubers tournament I'm in. A friend of mine is hosting it. It's pretty cool, and this is round one right here, and it's a pretty crazy match. I've been thinking about like comparing this to like another battle I've seen or something, or like try to describe it vocally, but it's or verbally or whatever you call that, and it's not possible. I can't think of anything. So just stick with me. It's a long video, but it's a good video, and it's really crazy. So I lose my Kyogre. He loses with a Groudon. So I know it's rain versus sun, and that's not fun because it's gonna be weather war. It's gonna be who is gonna keep up their weather the longest, and it's really frustrating. So. I switched to Jirachi knowing he's going to have to switch out and he's going to go into a Ferrothorn. I'm just going to go for the U-turn, maybe making him think that I'm like Scarf or something. You never know if that's going to be helpful later on. What I do here is switch back to my Zekrom because I actually have a lot of trouble with Ferrothorn on this team. I have a Fortress that I now do realize is a pretty good counter to Ferrothorn. So I am in fact going to go switch right back out here. My Zekrom does have Focus Blast, but I don't want to have myself lead seated as well as carry the life orb because that's just going to rack up real fast. So going back into Fortress, going to go for a not sure what do I do here. I set up my own spikes and he's going to go back into his Rayquaza, and this is scary. I do not have many switch ins for this thing at all. I am going to go into my Kyogre just to take the Fire Blast and set up the Rain. Now do realize that Airlock cancels out the Rain obviously, so that's not actually going to help me take those Fire Blast at all, but I didn't really think of that while playing the match, which kind of sucks. You'll see in a second how that is going to cost me a couple Pokemon. So, I take the Fire Blast. I'm going to have to switch right back out to Fortress to take the Draco Meteor, which I know he's going to go for. I do take that fairly well because I am especially defensive. But because of the fact that I have Rain Up, I think I can take a Fire Blast at -2. But I do forget about Airlock at this point, which is pretty much the equivalent of like Cloud9, negates weather. Therefore, he is just going to be able to kill me regardless. And I thought at that point, well, okay, I guess he still killed me regardless of Rain. So, did not think about the fact that once again, Airlock cancels out Rain. So that's going to bite me in the ass later on again. I'm going to go to Arceus because I know that at -2 I can just force a switch, go for a Swords Dance, see what he wants to do. And in comes Ferrothorn again. And now, because I went for that U-turn earlier, I noticed that that did quite a bit of damage. So I know that he is more specially than physically defensive. So I'm pretty sure an Earthquake is going to do quite a bit. Hopefully 2-hit KO, which it does look like, but he misses his lead seed, which actually makes it a lot easier for me to kill him off, because now I can just 2-hit KO instead of going for like a second Swords Dance or maybe an Earthquake. That would be 3-hit KO in that case, but then again he might have had Protect, so I probably would have gone for Swords Dance there. But that just makes it easier for me, really, and that's nice. So in comes Ho-Oh. I'm not sure why. I wasn't sure why at first, but then he outspeeds me, so now I know he's Scarfed, which is good to know. I'm going to go for Shadow Force, and he is going to be forced out to switch out right here. He's going to go back to Groudon, which is going to get hit in the face with a +2 Shadow Force. Like, oh my god, that shit is so powerful. Groudon has a monstrous physical defense, but that is not going to take it well at all. The main thing I have to do here is take out the Groudon, because I need his sun gone. I need to keep my Rain up at all costs, and that is not going to... Well, you'll see in a second. You'll see later. I'm just going to... I have the temptation to just keep spoiling stuff, but right here he makes a really big misplay. He's going to predict another Shadow Force, go back to Dialga, but I'm just going to go for an Earthquake, and why would I go for a 2-turn move when I can just go for an Earthquake and finish you off, right? I don't really see the point of that, so... thanks, I guess. Take out Dialga, in comes Ho-Oh again. I'm going to go switch back to my my Kyogre. The only thing he can really do to hurt me is Brave Bird. I don't expect him to do that because of Zekrom. So I feel pretty safe switching this in. I take an Earthquake pretty nicely. I have max defense, max HP, so I can just go for a rest here, I believe. As he's going to switch right back out to Rayquaza, who is once again going to threaten my entire fucking team. I do not know what to switch into this. Actually, I do have my Jirachi, who I know can take a Draco Meteor pretty well because it's a special offensive wall. He does not know that yet because all I've done is U-turn, so I guess that kind of paid off in a sense. So as you can see, I am going to be able to take this Draco Meteor no problem, and I should be able to take a Fire Blast as well now with him being at -2, even though I still think Rain is going to help me out here, but after this Fire Blast I do realize that's not actually going to cancel it out at all. The super effectiveness, that is. because I do take quite a bit from that still. And I'm gonna go for a wish. I make kind of a really weird misplay here. I didn't want to protect because I figured he might switch out or something. So I switch out for some reason back to my Kyogre, I think, and I don't understand why I did that. I really don't. I guess I predicted a switch to something other than this thing, because why? I had no reason to heal up my Kyogre at all. I don't know what I was thinking at all. I have no clue. Um, I really don't know. I really don't know what I did there. But whatever, I'm going to have to fire out my Jirachi as he sent in Reshiram. And looking at his team so far, I'm guessing this thing is Specs because he's going to go for Meteor. I don't see Life Orb or anything. Scarf would be weird because of Ho-Oh being Scarf already. So I don't think it's going to be that. So I'm guessing Specs. Which is good in a sense. I do really need this rain though. I'm gonna go for a Sleep Talk here. He's gonna go back to Groudon. I'm really hoping for a Scald. I'm gonna have 2 opportunities before he phases me out, and I really, really, really need a Scald right here. I really do, because this Groudon is gonna keep setting up Sun. I cannot have that happen to me because without Sun, my team is fairly slow, and I don't have much to outspeed anything other than my Arceus, who is not going to be able to handle his Ho-Oh whatsoever, especially in Sun. That thing is a beast. So I get Calm Minds on both turns, really fucking blows. I I couldn't do anything about that. I really needed a Scald, I could not get it. And Sleep Turns resetting right here is really annoying, because I just you know, I burned off 2, he's going to phase me out, and I'm back to square one. So he crits my Kyogre as well. Not sure if that matters at all. I guess we'll see later on. In comes Zekrom. I don't know why I expect him to not switch out. I just go for Focus Blast, figuring he's going to stay in. Why would he switch out, risking that I could just go for like a Dragon Claw or something? But he does. And, you know, the thing is, I try to base my predictions on my opponent. I don't want to predict the average player, because that's going to bite me in the ass depending on who it is. Who it ends up being, if they're going to end up being really stupid or really smart, you know. But that bites me in the ass here, because he's not been playing like really well at all so far, and then he just makes a move like that just either is really smart or really stupid. I don't know yet, but it's gonna fuck me up, because I don't expect him to do anything like this. I don't expect him to realize that he needs that Sun Up after making like a Dialga switch into an Earthquake. You know, that just stuff like that just messes with my mind, and I just go crazy. But whatever, I'm going to go for an Extreme Speed on the Ho-Oh just to basically see what he locks himself into, as well as just get some damage on him, because I really at this point don't know what to do against this thing at all. I'm going to go back to Kyogre just to get the rain up, and once again hoping for a Scald. I'm really hoping for a Scald in this Sleep Talk. I need it so bad. I know Brave Bird is going to be a 2-hit KO. Looks like that Dragon Tail crit did not matter really, so that's no big deal. Let's see, what do I get? And I get a rest. Yay! And yeah, that doesn't help at all. That does not help. I don't know what to do about this thing at all at this point. I really don't. I'm gonna have to let my Kyogre die. That means no rain for me, because his Groudon is gonna be able to survive the spikes damage after me, you know, doing things over there, whatever. And now I still have rain up, so my Ludicolo is going to be faster. This is my last guy, in fact, and he's going to go back to Groudon and set up the Sun. And now I am fucked. I have Ludicolo in the Sun, and he has a Groudon. Well, this thing is going to die, obviously, but he has Groudon, he has Reshiram basically at full HP, and he has a Ho-Oh basically at about a bit over half HP, so I'm done, you know, I'm done. I cannot do anything at this point. I'm going to finish off the Groudon, big fucking deal. It's going to go into anything, really, and just kill me, right? Right? That's what I was thinking anyway, and that's probably what you're thinking as well, because of me rubbing it in like that. But let's watch this. So in comes Reshiram. I do know that I could possibly PP, or I mean, Lead Seed stall this depending on what he goes for. He's going to go for Dragon Pulse, which is nice. I guess he doesn't have a fire move other than the one that has like 8 PP, which would not be smart at this point, because I have Protect, I have Sub, I have a lot of stuff that can easily PP stall that. So I'm going to go for some lead seeding, some protecting. I'm really just hoping that I can live a Specs Dragon Pulse from full HP and get up a substitute at the same time, because that's really all I need at this point. That's all I need. And I have a good amount of special defense investment. I do take that. I barely am able to make a sub. And it's starting to look like I might just be able to stall out this Reshiram, which really doesn't matter too much. That just means it's going to be a 1-0 for him instead of a 2-0, because he still has Ho-Oh left. I cannot touch that thing. I mean, Scald in Sun with Ho-Oh's monster as special defense stat is not going to really do anything. So, But as you can see, this Ludicolo is doing a pretty fine job of stalling out this Reshiram here. I think after I protect right here, I'm able to finish him off with lead seed. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think so. That's really what sucks here, because he lives with like a tiny bit, which means that I'm going to come out of this with a lot less HP than I would have. Because as you can see, I'm close to half HP here, but I'm going to have to sub again, and now I'm down to like 120 instead of like 187, I think it was, so that really blows. In comes Ho-Oh. He is going to have to go for Brave Bird, because if he goes for Judgment, I'm not sure how much that would have done. Earthquake is obviously resisted, and Sacred Fire could miss, as well as I could sell it out of PP. So he's going to have to go for Brave Bird. That means Recoil, which is like, yeah. And I cannot set up a Leedsy though, because he's going to outspeed me if I do so that's going to suck. So I'm going to have to rely on the recoil pretty much, and it's not looking like it's doing all that much. I'm about to make my last substitute right here because I'm at super low HP. I think I barely am able to do this. I live with 4, that is super close. And right here I'm going to have to go for lead seed. It's not really looking like a 2-hit KO, I'm not sure. But then I realized that his Braver is going to give him more recoil, and I'm like, yes, this is awesome. So he's going to hit himself with recoil. I luckily don't miss my leech. I'm just going to fucking mess up on words now because this is too, this is intense. I'm able to just go for protect, stall him out, and that's going to be the game. I was able to stall out a Reshiram and a Ho-Oh in the sun with my Ludicolo and Ubers. I don't even fucking know how I pulled that off, but I did, and it was awesome. So really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video, leave a rating. My last video, my 20-minute one, got a lot of ratings. Actually, one of my highest rated videos so far, I think. But unfortunately, because of YouTube messing up, it lost out on like 5,000 views, if not more. So that really blows. I hope they're going to fix that somehow. I think they are talking about it, but who knows. Anyway, would really be appreciated if you could like this video if you did enjoy it. And that's going to be about it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll try to get out more content. I've been kind of busy lately, as well as I said, YouTube has been messing up. So should be fine now, though. I think I'm going to try and get up more content this weekend as well as next week, because I have time to do so. So yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.